Hi Year 2 and welcome to your maths lesson for today. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is warm our brains up with a little activity here, and we've got a little puzzle. It says the answer is wet. So if the answer is wet, what's the question? Pause the video, have a think and see if you can think of a question where the answer would be wet. Okay, I'm dying to hear all the different ideas that you guys have. Maybe you could type that in your class blog to your teachers about all the different questions you came up with. I think the only one I could think of was, what is the opposite of dry? Well done, boys and girls, that's great. Okay, now we're going to do some maths masterwork. And this week we have been learning how to count in 2s, 5s and 10s. What we're going to do today is we're going to mix that up, and we're going to have a mixture of sequences and a mixture of challenges involving those numbers and counting up in them, and maybe even counting backwards. Let's have a look at our first challenge. So I'm going to read some numbers out to you, and at first I want you to see if you can identify what they're counting in. 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. Of course, that's counting in 2s. Okay, so with your book, I want you to try and pause the video and see if you can write down the numbers that would come next. And let's have a look and see what it should be. Okay, it should be 36, 38, 40, 42, 44. Well done, boys and girls. Okay, next one. Our numbers are 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And of course, we're actually counting 5s this time rather than 2s. So, pause the video, see if you can get the next sequence of numbers. Okay, let's see what we got. Of course, the next one is 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Well done. Let's have a look at our next challenge. 50, 60, 70, 80. Of course, we're counting in 10s. See if you can write down what comes next. Pause the video. Brilliant. Let's have a look and see what would come next in our sequence. Of course, we have 90, 100, climbing past 100 to 110, 120. Fab work, boys and girls. Okay, next one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We are counting in 2s. What will come next? Pause the video. Okay, our next numbers, of course, are 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Did you get it right? Well done. Let's have a look at our next challenge. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We're counting in 5s this time. Pause the video. Next numbers. Okay, let's have a look and see what it should be. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Fab work, boys and girls. Okay, next lot. 30, 40, 50, 60. We are counting in 10s. What comes next? Pause the video. Okay, next we should have 70, 80, 90, 100. Fantastic work. Okay, now I feel like we really challenged you with that one, mixing 2s, 5s and 10s up. We're going to do the same thing again now, except going backwards. So it will be in 2s, 5s or 10s, but counting backwards. Let's see if we can do that now. So our first string of numbers is 34, 32, 30, 28, 26. We're counting backwards in 2s. Pause the video, take a little bit of time and think what comes next. Okay, our next number is 24, 22, 20, 18 and 16. Good work. Okay, next up we have 75, 70, 65, 60, 55. Of course, we're counting backwards in 5s. Pause the video. See if you can do it yourself. Okay, let's have a look at what the answers are. So, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Good work. Okay, last challenge for the day, boys and girls. You're working really, really hard. We're counting backwards in 10s. 120, 110, 190. Pause the video. What comes next? This is the last one. Okay, let's see what we should have had. 80, 70, 60 and 50. Give yourselves a cuddle, give yourselves a tickle on the tummy because you've worked really hard there, boys and girls. Remember, keep practicing your numbers, counting up in 2s, 5s and 10s and backwards in 2s, 5s and 10s. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.